With the 369 manifestation method, I manifested over $10,000 a month in my healing business. And I ended up getting so many signs. I sat in ceremony a week before. I had to leave my place in 2.5 weeks because we were looking at the market constantly. Welcome back, beautiful souls, to the channel. I'm Shika, your conscious mentor, and today I'm going to be talking about the Nikola Tesla 369 manifestation method. This was a video I did about a year ago, and I talked about all the things: how to manifest weight loss, how to manifest just using the technique, what to avoid. And now I'm back about a year later, and I want to just share with you, what has changed, what has shifted since the Nikola Tesla, video, and if it actually did work. Was it something that was effective? Should you use the 369 manifestation method? Is it worth the hype? So I'm going to go over all of that today in today's video. Before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bell so you don't miss a video. I do videos every single week for you lovely souls. And if you want to learn more about the 369 manifestation method, I have a whole playlist dedicated with many videos to manifest absolutely anything. So you can go check out that video. Also, if you feel called to go deeper into your shadow work and healing, you can sign up for my one-on-ones. It's down below, as well as join the Quartz Vortex community. And let's get into the 369 manifestation method. And did I manifest things? Did it work? Is it worth the hype? So I will share, I did this practice for about, I want to say 2 months before I actually manifested these things. And there's also a few things to consider that I would really want to share with you if you are looking to do this very powerful manifestation method. We'll find out at the end of the video, and really learning more about it. So what did I manifest? So with the 369 manifestation method, I manifested over $10,000 a month in my healing business. I manifested a retreat in the sacred places of the world. If people don't know chakras in the world, each chakra has a place. So for example, the heart chakra of the world is Hawaii, but it's also the Stonehenge in the UK. If you look at the root chakra in the world, it is Mount Shasta. I'm actually going to it's just, yeah, there's all these things. So all that's happening. And then sacral chakra, which is the one that is, I'm forgetting, Peru. And that one I'm actually hosting a retreat this year, which came into fruition. I cannot wait. I'm just so excited. If you're interested in retreats, I do have them down below. You can DM me on Instagram if you'd like to join. It's all about healing in 8 days of deep medicine, breath work. We go over plant medicine. We go over shamanic ceremonies, food accommodation, all that's included. If you're interested, just say hi to me on Instagram. Email me through my website. But I was able to manifest that. And then I also manifested a move. So if you guys were here, the OGs since the beginning of YouTube, my space has changed because I have moved somewhere, and that's a whole other thing. So I want to go over each manifestation that I did. How long did it take? So manifesting $10,000 took 30 days. It took 30 days. It was insane. And how was I able to manifest in 30 days using the 369 manifestation method with Nikola Tesla? It was all about the mind. I didn't notice how much my belief system in my healing, and that's why I say shadow work is key to manifesting quickly. There's so many beautiful, amazing manifestation methods that are out there, but if we are not doing it in a way that is in alignment of our energetic field, and it's not something that we're saying, I want to manifest $10,000, but then your nervous system has fear, has scarcity belief system, then it's going to be really hard. Like, all transparency, it's going to be really hard to get that result in 30 days or to get that result in a couple weeks. And then for others, it will be easy, but it's really understanding, when you say that word, when you're doing it in the morning, in the day, and at night, every day, the purpose of using this method is to understand that every day you are being that $10,000. You are receiving it. You're in that energetic field of it. If you're not in that, you're bypassing your manifestation. Yes. Bypassing your manifestation is something that I see a lot, where people manifest things and then we're not receiving it. So the beautiful part about the 369 manifestation is it taught me what were the belief systems I had around $10,000. What part of my body didn't believe that? And then from there, I was able to use the other tools of my shadow work, like affirmations, throughout my day, or, focusing on a meditation about abundance, or using mantras that are about money and manifestation, along with using this technique. And that definitely helped me do it within 30 days. And I'm so grateful for that. I also noticed that I just put less pressure on the $10,000. Even though I was writing it 3 times a day, I was making sure that I didn't have this expectation that I needed to get it done in like 20 days, 2 weeks, in a week. I'm gonna get $10,000. We have to allow ourselves to understand it's co-creation. We're doing the work. And with that, we need to surrender. We can't be in this energy of desperation and waiting. When we're in the waiting field, in the waiting room with our manifestation, and we're putting ourselves in that energy, we're going to be waiting for a very long time. So how can you move yourself out of the waiting when you're manifesting abundance and call in that energy of it's coming in, right? So the 369 manifestation method with Nikola Tesla is really great for allowing that. And it really taught me that throughout this year of using it. The second part of the 369 manifestation method, the second thing that I manifested, is I manifested retreats in a sacred space. Let me tell you guys, I've been wanting to do retreats for years now, and I haven't had the confidence to host it. I really just was like, am I in a right healer? Am I a space holder enough? Am I in the space that I can do that? Is it even feasible to me? And one thing that really connected with me, that again, one of my tools of shadow work with my mentor, and I'm going to share this with you guys, is that it only is impossible if we believe it's impossible. That's really where it comes from, right? If someone tells you that your family members, friends, or stranger tells you you can't be successful with something, you can't manifest something, and more importantly, you yourself is saying that on a subconscious level, well, then of course you won't be able to receive that beautiful dream of being able to host and inspire so many healers and people in the world. So with the 369 manifestation method with Nikola Tesla, over the year of reflection, I think one of the biggest things that it really strengthened for me was that it allowed me to claim what I wanted. Because if I can at least claim and not be afraid of failure, a lot of us are afraid of failing, that we won't manifest. That is actually what prevents us. It sets us up for failure sooner. So the 369 manifestation method, by day 4, I was like, if I'm gonna really do this, I need to do this. I need to start acting. I just need to put pro-action into it, using that masculine energy, but also the creative energy to be like, okay, I want this. Let me start looking at places I want to host the retreat. Let me start thinking, what do I want people to feel in this retreat? And how can I use the things I've learned over the years, the many years of being a healer and holding space, to bring that into a beautiful curated retreat for someone to come home to themselves. So when I did that, then I was able to find deeper home in myself. Every day I wrote down the 369 manifestation method. And some days I would write it and I'd be like, yes. And other days I'd be like, I feel like there's some doubt here. And this is where I can really work on my shadow work, whether that's scripting out, whether that's, expressing with my community, like my soul sisters, and saying, hey, this is what I'm feeling through, and I just need someone to hold space for me, whatever way it was. But the thing that taught me here was that, I needed to act with the divine. I meet a lot of people, and some people, message on here on the YouTube channel, and they're always saying, well, I've been manifesting this for so long. Let me just wait for the divine to guide me. Let me just surrender. That is not full surrender though. When you're surrendering in manifestation, it means that you're acting in the space, being as it's right now, in alignment of what the sign that the universe is giving you. And giving you that next door to open, right? And you are fully committed to it. But when we sit there and we ask ourselves, and we say, we want to host a retreat, but I'm not looking at the places, I'm still saying, I'll do it later. Then eventually Spirit's like, okay, well, we'll just keep this on standby until you do it. So we need to release this belief that when we manifest using the 369 manifestation method by Nikola Tesla, or any manifestation method, that we need to automatically just surrender fully. Surrender means trust. Surrender equals trust. So if you're not trusting, you're not surrendering. That's the lesson. And that's something that I teach a lot with my clients. It's like when I see them, when they're going through something, they're going through a change, they want to change their job, they want to heal, they want to, whatever it is. When I talk to that client, I always see, well, if you look at surrender and trust, are you trusting the process? Yeah, Shika, I'm totally trusting it. But it's just really hard to keep analyzing what could happen. Then you're not surrendering. And in that case, you are not trusting. So I needed to trust that I would be the space holder that I wanted to be, that my higher self was channeling to me, and co-create with that and allow that to be my compass, allow that to guide me. But I needed to show up, I needed to act. And that's something that I feel like a lot of manifestation videos on YouTube don't talk about. Surrender and trust, but no one talks about what it means. Okay, so this is one of the biggest things. Ask yourself when you're writing that down, are you surrendering and trusting? Are you only just surrendering? Are you only expecting the universe to save you? Are you only reaching out to manifest when you're in desperation, when you're in that breaking point? Or are you bringing in gratitude? Are you allowing yourself to be in that space? So this is one of the biggest things I learned. The last thing I manifested is I manifested a move. So to give you guys more of a personal context, the place I was in was not in alignment. That's why I'm doing the videos that I had before 2 years ago with the angel numbers. It's not that the content is irrelevant, it's still relevant, but the energy I was in, your environment makes a big difference, right? And that was something I was calling in. I didn't know what it would look like. Being where I am currently in this present moment, the housing market is insane. And I think a lot of you will relate to that. If you do relate to that, put a house emoji down below. But at the same time, I just knew I just had to surrender and trust. So how did I act and surrender and trust? I started packing my stuff. I started slowly packing the things in my home. I started looking for places, renting and buying, and I just said, you know what, I'm just open to whatever. And I ended up getting so many signs. I sat in ceremony a week before. I had to leave my place in 2.5 weeks because we were looking at the market constantly, and I was still scripting this. And I script this for approximately about 3 weeks. I only did this for 3 weeks. And the other one, when I did the sacred spaces, I scripted it for about 2 months. So when I did the manifesting the move, which was a quicker manifestation, much quicker. It was almost like Spirit was like, yeah, you're listening to your conscious, your higher self. You need to move. This place is not serving you anymore. It's creating anxiety with you. It's not a space of safety for you within your energetic body, and you're outgrowing this space. And when that happened, I was like, okay, great. Let's act on this. Let's put this into perspective. And I started to think about, what would that house look like? What would it feel like? What neighborhood would it be in? What does my everyday in this home feel like? And a week before, I was in ceremony, and Mary Magdalene came to me and said, you know what, just look for me and you will know. And I kid you not, I think I shared this story here in another video. I kid you not, I went to go see the showing in this really desired place in my city, a dream place I wanted to live, a dream place I wanted to buy. And I found this beautiful rental property that I can rent out and stay here until, whenever I want to feel like this house is ready for me. I didn't want to rush buying a home because, buying a home, you should listen to your heart. I know it's soon. It's coming up soon. I can't wait to share that journey with you guys. All this to say, with this home, I get there and there's a Mary Magdalene plaque outside of the house, literally on the house. And the house that I'm in is a beautiful heritage house. It used to be an orphanage in the 1800s and was held by nuns, and in this space the energy here is very loving, very beautiful. The couple that owned it were this beautiful couple, and he decided to rent it out because they couldn't live here anymore, and he would rather take care of his wife instead of having and being in a house that they can both move, instead of having a place like this where there's stairs and everything. So it was just so beautiful. And then when I went in, guess what was beside there? A little miniature Mary Magdalene right beside the unit that I was going to rent, that I'm currently living in. And then my mom, ironically enough, said that she went to this home store and she was like, I've never seen angels, and there was angels in every section. And she said she kept feeling in this pull that these angels were telling her to buy me one for a housewarming. She didn't want to buy one because she was like, she wasn't sure, and that's her thing. But her just telling me that was the message I needed to know, that I was meant to be here. And the energy and even the number of the home, everything was just so on point of where I was going. So, you know, here I really allowed in myself, what taught me through the 369 manifestation method for Nikola Tesla was teaching me to trust in repetition. So every time I would write it down, I would be reminded, oh yeah, remember it's coming. Don't put pressure on yourself. Don't allow yourself to attach with the market and what's going on in the world. You know, spirit has your back and you're being active. So great. And I was getting all the angel numbers, the 1-1s for new beginnings. I was getting the 4-4s, big changes happening, big awakenings going to happen in this house. I'm a completely different person from the time I moved in here a year ago. It's insane. So yeah, this was one of the biggest things that I really felt, and I love that. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the 365 manifestation method and some lessons that I learned that will really help you manifest quicker with this method. And then I will go into, do I think it's worth it? So know this is a method that requires to check your energetic match to this manifestation. As I mentioned with the money, $10,000 a month, plus like I was like, I need to be in that energetic match. If I'm not in that energetic match, it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. I can do the best manifestation method, but if I'm not in that energetic match, it means nothing, right? So that was the biggest lesson. The second one is manifesting without attachment. You know, I allowed myself to know that I had a retreat. I didn't need to know the time at the time. I just let it unfold. So when we attach ourselves to things, we shift that from an intention of manifestation to a goal. What's the difference? A goal is something that we need to succeed at, and there is no room for expansion and shifts. An intention is a guide to a path of where we're meant to be, and it's something that comes from our heart as opposed to something that is more masculine. When I think goal, I think masculine. I need to create that. And a lot of people, when we create goals, that's where we get disappointment, which regardless of intention and goal, we have to be open to disappointment. But a goal makes us less motivated to be open to what we want to bring in and call in. But when we have an intention, it has heart, it has motive to ourselves, our reasoning, it has timing, it's different. And on our spiritual path, as all of you are on this manifestation, that's probably why you're looking at this video, you know, spiritual energy, we know that the law of attraction is all about matching that energy. And as you write it down every day, you get closer and closer to matching that energy and closer for it to come into this 3D realm. It's already yours, but you get closer to it. The last thing is manifesting what is for me, not what I want and what I need at this moment. So there were some things that I did manifest that, in all honesty, I wasn't in the energetic field to prioritize that manifestation. So there were things like, I'm trying to think, I don't even remember because I got so detached from it, but certain things that I wanted to manifest and it just didn't feel aligned. Like it didn't align to me. I didn't feel it was something that I really wanted, and I was wanting it for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? I was wanting it for things from my shadow, not from my heart. And I think that's something that I learned with the 365 manifestation method because of the consistency of it. It really helped me out. So all this to say, would I recommend the 369 manifestation method by Nikola Tesla after a year of using it? I would say yes to someone who is ready to equally put that effort in their shadow work and someone who is trusting their intuition to trust and surrender. And for someone who maybe is not in that space, this could be a wake-up call of where you can do some more deeper healing. So then you can revisit this manifestation method. And I've gone through the thousands of comments through all the videos that I've done. And a lot of the things I'm seeing is that equal balance. I'm also seeing you guys also share that, you know, either happened or it didn't. But one thing that is a clear understanding and clear, I guess, message is that over the year of using this method, the 369 manifestation method, is knowing that, you know, you have to find the method that's best for you. You know, manifesting 369 manifestation method might work for me or someone else, but it might not work for you. And the beauty of this is the consistency of writing and scripting every single day, 3 times a day, is allowing you to really understand like what ways are helpful for you, right? Maybe visualizing as well as doing that is the very perfect recipe for that. Maybe for you is allowing yourself to do tapping or affirmations. So with the 369 manifestation method, for the highest success rate, you really need to focus on what are the tools I'm going to use to keep me in that frequency. with detachment. And let me know down below what are the tools that are coming up for you, or if there's tools that you're questioning or things that you want to have a conversations, put them in the comments. But I hope that this video was helpful after a year of using the 369 manifestation method. I can definitely say that it is, for me, worth the hype. It's helped me out in some ways, but again, I'm not attached to it of being like, I need to use that method. There's other methods I use, but I do think it's a great method to use for people. So let me know how you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Like I said, I have a whole playlist that I'll link either down below for you guys or here for the 369 manifestation method that you can binge through. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bell so you don't miss a video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let me know if there's any other 369 manifestation method videos you'd like me to create. I'd be more than happy to help you out. See you soon. Bye.